following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford going to put it up right away. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 75 yards. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try and duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, it's Cook. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Cook up the gut. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Complete on the comeback route. That's Shakir. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 32 yards. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Bass on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
To the right side, that's Whittington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score. Bills
So a nice
14.
drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Harrison Beavis to
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Shakir holds it in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
This 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Allen to throw it.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Throwing now is Allen.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Allen.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 12
now
yards.
a timeout taken.
That's good.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
47-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Allen.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Allen now looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Buffalo.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
First down, Bills.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And 5 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In motion right goes Adams. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. To throw is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Rams 17.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. James Cook running back out now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd
and his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, Allen.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Stafford. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Now it's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, LA!
Puka Nacua
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. That's caught by Shakir.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. That is caught by Shakir.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here's 1st down. Allen. Shakir hauls it in.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes second down. To throw is Allen.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Throwing, Allen.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Allen.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Allen running the option to the left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line. First and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.